Oh man. Hey Blake.
What's up? Welcome to this video. I don't know what it's gonna be called
Yeah.
yet. Here's Owen Meadows, my friend.
It's me.
We're gonna be in this car talking about a lot of things probably, but mostly nothing at all. Probably not anything interesting.
You're probably not gonna like this video.
This isn't gonna be a good video.
That car's tag says tippy toe.
Oh.
How's your matcha?
Matcha is delicious. For those who don't know what this is, it's iced matcha from Sidetrack Coffee. It's made with green tea, milk, and love.
It's good.
It is good.
Especially the love part. Because if you get it from Sidetrack, there's a lot of love.
Lots of love happening.
And then Jacob was right beside it, so that's just
Even more.
makes it even better.
Dude, prom is coming up.
Prom.
And
Good old days.
I'm very excited because for the first time in a long time, I'm going to get to dance in public. Which
You get to dance in public every single day, though.
Well, in front of music. My lips are very moist right now.
The Pope's police.
Moist.
Pope Francis. That is a terrible word.
Should we talk about how we became friends?
Absolutely. The Memphis trip.
Right.
Which also involved flooding a hotel, which you can probably hear about that another time. But
So we went to church. We go to the same church, and we have for a long time. But Memphis, go ahead.
yeah. So while we were in Memphis, my room, which consisted of a few guys, was it across the hall?
Across the hall. Yeah.
Right across the hall from Blake's, which also consisted of other guys. One of the guys in my room being Caleb Moses, who you've seen his face before. If you're
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Caleb Moses. Although not shout out to Caleb Moses because you're the worst, but still love you. But yeah, so I'm just sitting there one day after we get back from doing some mission work and that kind of stuff, chilling on the bed, probably just got out of the shower or something, and I see Moses walk in, and instantly, that was fun. Yeah, so Moses walks in the room and he's on his phone, specifically he's on Snapchat, and he instantly just lays face down on the floor. I'm talking like Moses seeing the glory of the Father and like having to hit his face on the ground because he like physically can't look at the greatness of it. Like he fell straight down on his face and was rolling in laughter. And I'm just like, of course I start chuckling a little bit just because I'm like, why the heck did that just happen? And he walks over and he's, mid-laugh, kind of squeezes out, Taylor Pig Snapchats! Taylor Pig Snapchats! So I get on Snapchat and I'm friends with Taylor Pig and open up the Snapchat. And there's this Blake Watley guy, he's holding an ice bucket, and to the tune of Ice Ice Baby is kind of nay-naying, but I think it was before the nay-nay was a thing, and he's just kind of swaying back and forth, going Ice Ice Baby, and he just kind of seductively looked at the camera and poured his heart and soul into it, and it makes no sense trying to explain.
We're bored as crap. Hotel room, hotel room blues. What do? I find this ice bucket, and I'm like, oh shoot. There's a freaking ice bucket. You know what that means? Only one thing and one thing alone. Ice Ice Baby.
That's the one thing.
The one thing ice buckets mean. If they don't hold ice, you don't go get ice with them, alright?
Okay.
It means one thing only.
Yeah.
You gotta dance to Ice Ice Baby while it's in your hand.
Always.
Pick up the ice bucket. Taylor plays Ice Ice Baby on his phone and records it, and the nay nay had just become a thing.
Okay. That's
Except
context.
I don't think I'd ever actually seen it. I had just seen iterations of it by my friends. So I didn't know what it was, and I thought I knew what it was. So I did it holding the ice bucket, and it turned out not to be anything at all except the Ice Ice Baby, which is the name of the dance. Owen and Moses bust into our room, dying, going to the bathroom all over themselves.
It's not lying.
Soaking wet. Then we became friends.
Yeah.
Now we're friends. Me and Owen are still,
Yeah.
at least. Every time I meet someone that Owen already knew, they know who I am.
Yeah.
Because he's like, let me talk to you about Blake. And then he tells this bizarre story. And they know way too much about me by the time I meet them. So that's fun. So right now we're headed to Chihuahua State Park to freaking take a picture.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get out of school.
Yeah, can't wait to lose.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's noise.
I was not expecting that. Ah.
You've been to Chihuahua like 47
Dude,
times.
I saw them and I was like, man, this is about to be a nice bump, and then freaking, well, did not
Whatever
even
that
expect
was.
it.
I need to get money, don't I? I'm doing good. How are you?
Here's 4 bones. Oh! Ah!
He glanced back at us. Just making sure.
One thing I love more than anything is pulling away from the drive-thru and like coughing as loud as I can or just screaming. Speaking of refills on Frosties, the Chick-fil-A just opened up again.
Did it?
Yes,
I meant to ask you as we were riding by.
I saw people in the drive-thru. Oh boy. Man, I'm so excited.
back.
I've been fasting.
Back in business, basically, yeah.
I haven't eaten in a month. Except for Wendy's and Zaxby's, which is disgusting. When you eat
Zaxby's.
When you eat Zaxby's as much as you used to eat Chick-fil-A, it's gross.
Very disappointing.
The worst.
Yeah. Get your back wheel out of the middle of the road.
Dude, that's not a kid at all. Look at that beard.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Holy That was not. That was such a 6-year-old until we got right up to
Oh
him.
my gosh, he looked like very short
Whoa.
and small, and then just the single largest beard besides the dwarves and the Hobbit I've ever seen. He had on a motorcycle helmet, and you couldn't see his face, and then he turned his head and just like, woo.
What are the odds you go back and cut that off right now?
1 in 10.
1 in 10. Do you have any?
I have throwing knives and a tomahawk and a
Just
pocket
throw a
knife.
knife at him. Get it off. Excuse me, sir. Can I bring a tomahawk next to your chin? Cut every last bit of hair
You just
off.
want to bring it close to my... Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I just want to place it. We're here. We're in the woods. I got to pee viciously because of this. Because if you don't know what this is a matcha. I guess this is the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. I hope this was at least slightly entertaining. Thank you, Owen, for being on the show.
Brought to you by Sidetrack Coffee.
Sponsored.
Sponsored by.
My very first sponsor. But yeah, thanks for being on the show. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to, you can subscribe. I'm not going to force you to. I can't.
I mean, maybe you can subscribe.
I will come to your house and just pester you.
Your life may actually be a little bit less happy if you choose not to subscribe.